You know, after watching this movie, I feel like I'm going to be washing sand out of my crack for about a week. That was the best I can do. What's happening, my film nerds? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of Mad Max Fury Road! Finally got to see it, guys. Man, I know I'm a little late on this. Started like the end of the week when I posted it, but it's okay. Mad Max, of course, stars Mr. Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron, and it just continues on with the Mad Max saga. I actually watched Mad Max 2 the night before I saw this movie, just to prepare myself, just to remind myself of this world, and fucking A, man, Mad Max 2 still holds out. So it was the first one, but I actually watched that one not too long ago, and I hadn't seen the second one in forever, and then I know there's Beyond the Thunderdome, which was... So in this one, Tom Hardy helms Mad Max. He is now Mad Max, and they just kind of continue on, and you already know what's going on in this movie. It's a post-apocalyptic movie. The world has just been fucked up by us human beings, and now it's just like a desert wasteland where they're at, and then people are just nuts. The way of living now is just nuts. There's like this head dude that has this crazy like Bane with teeth mask who's really pale. He's got a thing that holds in his fat that makes him look like he's strong, and then long like... I can't even explain the hair. It's just long and nasty, and so is his eyeballs. He's the leader of this certain world. He's got a bunch of water, and he plants and crops, so he just basically rules everybody. And then we got Charlize Theron, who has to get from just point A to point B. I mean, that's what's so... This plot is very simple. It's just Charlize Theron in a truck with certain cargo that needs to go from point A to point B, and then Mad Max, or Max, I should say, he's not, always mad, I guess. Max just gets wrapped up into this, and just... awesome action and violence ensues. So what did I think of Mad Max Fury? Come on, you knew I was going to absolutely love this movie. This movie was fantastic. It was great. It was, never seen the desert so beautiful, and I love me the desert. I love the desert. When it comes to any one of the different settings, tropical, desert, really like the desert. This movie is relentless. It's brutal. It's just a wild ride, and... you really didn't need much. Like I said, the plot is just really just to get to point A to point B. Max is involved, and that's pretty much it. Yes, there's more to the plot than that I'm not going to go over because it's not a spoiler review, but yes, you actually get what's going on in the movie without the characters really having to say what's going on in the movie. Not really any exposition needed in dialogue. It's great. You're going by the visuals. You're going by what's going on, what's happening on the screen. You go, oh, okay, so that's why, oh. Yes, that's what I did in the movie theater. I made like a weird orgasm sound. The action sequences, my God, there should be an Academy Award category for best stunt work, and this movie would win instantly. I mean, anybody else going against it? Fuck you. I mean, I can't believe how George Miller just like went from Happy Feet. The last movies that he's done really in the past decade has been Happy Feet and Happy Feet 2. But he's bringing this world back, and even back then, like I said, Mad Max 2 and even the first one, The Road Warrior, those still hold up. They still hold up. They're just good, like late 70s, early 80s fun. And that's what this is. It's like he took that and then just injected it right in the ass cheek with steroids. Such a beautifully shot movie, and there's so much practical effects, practical stunt work. Yes, there's still CG when there needs to be. There is. And what I really love about this movie is you see people just getting fucked up. When cars are flipping all over the place and explosions, you see the people in there flying out and hitting the ground and everything like that. Sometimes you don't see that in movies when cars are flipping over. You don't see the driver or the passengers flying out and hitting the ground with brutal force. Charlize Theron, okay? And this is what's also bringing buzz about this movie is the fact that it's a feminist movie. Everybody's like, oh, it's a feminist movie. She is more of the star of this movie than Tom Hardy. She's a badass. And she's gorgeous. You wouldn't really think of her in this role, but she's got a shaved head, buzzed head, and she's wearing black over her eyes, and she's just a badass. I mean, she's doing all kinds of shit. They don't hold back with her character, which is what's great, and that's why they're saying this is a feminist movie, because she's fighting with the dudes, she is doing crazy stunts and kicking a lot of ass just as much as Tom Hardy's Max. And Tom Hardy has like 6 lines of dialogue in this movie. I mean... okay, I'm over-exaggerating, but he's a quiet dude, and one thing about Tom Hardy is he could really act with his eyes like he did in Dark Knight Rises. He just has a way of acting with his eyes, and they're oh so dreamy, and they make me have a man crush on him. So yes, go see Mad Max Fury Road. It is a phenomenal feat, man. I mean, George Miller just took every filmmaker to school when it comes to filming action and just planning out action, the stunt work, everything. I mean, The cinematography. I can't get over the cinematography. Where he puts the camera. He puts the camera exactly where he needs to. And it's just, everything is just well thought out, well planned out. You could tell they used every ounce of that budget to make a great post-apocalyptic movie. So go see it, guys. And is it going on the wall of favorite movies of 2015? Yes, it is, of course! Yes, it is up there. So now I have 4 movies that are wall-worthy of 2015. So let me know if you saw Mad Max Fury Road down below in the balls there. Also, hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to my other channel too. It is down there. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my videos. And of course, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, all that shit. The sock meds, I call them. Alright guys, I'm Dave, the Film Junkie, and this has been a film review of Mad Max Fury Road. Ugh, man, I tell you what, man. And I even heard, too, that Tom Hardy said it was a brutal shoot. And you could tell. Like, the actors went through hell. And they were doing a lot of their stunts. Like, sometimes you could tell, like, okay, yeah, there's no way that they did this. But sometimes with certain things, they were doing it. And it was crazy. A lot of crazy wire work while driving was performed. It's just nuts. It was a nuts movie, and I cannot wait to see it again. And like I said, you just want to take a shower right after this movie because it gets dirty. Anyways, guys. I'll talk to you later.